fire suppression systems. They're very expensive, but when you're looking at a commercial property, it's not the entire system that has to be replaced to upgrade. It's pumps, sensors, all of that kind of thing. And so getting the right people in there to inspect that, to get a life expectancy of what's left on the system before you're going to have to do some upgrades.
That's a really good point. That's an interesting point. So cost sags are a big thing we can deal with clients. Another thing and I think you're aware of this as well, is in the state of Florida. So I'm speaking to the state of Florida now, not other states tax wise, is rental real estate now used to be subject to sales tax. And as long as you have a long-term lease on the property, so that's not Airbnb, that's not VRBO, or people got Verbo, I guess I say it the wrong way, VRBO. As long as it's a long-term lease on the property, you no longer have to charge and collect sales tax. And I'll tell you, that was a real nuisance and headache for my individual clients. I got to set up a tax ID number for the state of Florida. I got to collect sales tax. I got to file the DR tax return for the state of Florida. Then I got to report that on my personal tax return. So you're swapping rental income on one and the deduction on the other. And you're charging yourself, and it's almost like comes a circular loop of benefit, and they're charging sales tax on that property. So it's a really big piece to make sure that people know now there's changes to the rules since the latest round of tax regs, the OBBBA, OBBB, they call it. So talk to your accountant, and this is a state level, but make sure you speak to your accountant about some of the changes that happened, because it could affect you. Maybe you're doing the wrong thing and not even knowing, and you're paying things you don't need to pay on that. So it's something important to think about.
And believe it or not, that can even open up what somebody can purchase. Because if they're not paying taxes on it, they can spend more money.
Wow, I never thought about it. That's a budgeting purpose.
Yeah, it all plays together.